Welcome back to What's Trending from South by Southwest. I'm Shira Lazar, coming to you from the Samsung Blogger Lounge. Remember, go to samsung.com/howolympic are you right now to be part of the beta of the Samsung Olympic Genome Project. It's super cool. But in the meantime, we're here to catch up with Electric Touch. How are you guys?
We're having a great time.
Yeah, you were here last year performing, right?
Yeah, well, on that little stage.
That
over
little
there.
stage. Well,
Yeah.
things have evolved over the past year. Let's talk about how things have changed.
Well, this year we're get to lounge, which is great for the second.
Yeah, of course. And what?
We have a busy schedule this week, but
Yeah.
I think last year we were stacking like two. I feel like did we play 3 shows one day? I don't even know, but I felt like we played way too many shows. And this time we get like a show a day, which is great. You know what I mean? We can do that and then interviews and blah blah blah. But
And how have you evolved as a band?
well, so we played every festival in the country pretty much. I mean, we went on Warped Tour. Sorry, we went to Coachella. We did Warped Tour, Lollapalooza,
Yeah.
ACL. So I think going just pounding it out and being on the road all year. I think I'm not answering this question.
Yeah.
No, you guys hustled this year.
Yeah, we really hustled. We got to connect to a lot of new fans.
Yeah.
And we did a video, which we did for the first time. So we're introduced to all these new experiences, which we're completely excited about. And we got our record is going to come out on March 20th. And so
Cool.
that is really exciting. It's called Never Look Back.
Okay.
And it will be available everywhere.
So tell me, what can people expect from this album?
I mean, they can just expect like a modern rock and roll record, which there's kind of a void in that market right now, in my opinion. And it's just, we live and breathe rock and roll in every shape and form. We have an American and British twist to it, and it's just driven by melody and riffs and lyrics. You could take the lyrics for what they are just in front of you, or
Yeah.
you can dive deep into it. The album is whatever you want it to be, but it tells a story of just being a regular person.
How have you used digital over the past year to connect with fans and build your audience?
So one thing we've been doing a lot on the road, because we have plenty of time on the bus when we're going between shows. So we're like editing videos and trying to create content, try to put it up as much as possible to show what we're actually doing.
Yeah.
And I think it's been great. I think our fans really like it. People repost it, and it also shows them kind of the more personal side of who we are, as opposed to just like the music or just what you see on stage. So.
Yeah,
It's fun.
You don't think the Doors, I mean, it would have been funny to see the Doors now. It's like back then,
Right.
they didn't have to do all that stuff. So does that change the way you approach making music?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it changes the way we approach making music, but it is. I think it is different. I had a conversation yesterday with someone's. The whole '80s rock star thing doesn't really work anymore.
Yeah.
If you're a total wreck, you're gonna fall apart. Well, I mean, it still does happen.
Although that
but-
could create some great press. No.
well, yeah, maybe they do it for that reason, but yeah, for us, I mean, we have to be full-time social networkers and trying to figure out the best way to connect with people, just like every other company is. It's interesting, but we're here because of the music, and we'll do that if that's what it takes.
Definitely. Are you excited to see any bands? I know you just met Billy Corgan here. That was pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, that's like a dream. I mean, I've loved his records since I was a kid. Wow. I want to see Kimbra if
Yeah.
it's possible. Hopefully Bruce Springsteen. I don't know. It's wishful thinking, but
Yeah, I mean, Neon Trees, Pierce's, so many great bands. I'm looking forward to get the schedule tomorrow. So
And
I
it's
can
interesting
see
that you
and-
came during Interactive, too. Why was that important to be here for this?
Well, I mean, the interactive is great because it's exactly what it is. You get to interact, and people that aren't into the music,
Yeah.
but you can meet people in film, licensing, app developers, people that are on the forefront of the technology aspect. And so to us, that just means an easier way for us to engage and connect with our audiences. And this is our hometown, so I mean, we did some shows, some private parties, and for different companies, we got to meet a lot of cool people, and there's a lot of boutiques around. So it's cool seeing these little companies working together, and it's like, how do we get to be a part of it?
Yeah.
And it's so great that it happens in our hometown.
Definitely. Well, we spoke about this with Billy, how just the music industry has changed. So I guess how can you stand out amidst all the noise? And, what tips can you give other artists who want to be creating music and being heard?
To stand out as an individual is just being yourself.
Yeah.
And you just go up there and you play from your heart. And if you, and to me, that's all it is. It's not trying to be someone else. It's not trying to Xerox copy a fashion or anything. But it's just being yourself, and people will recognize that. And just play as hard as you can, and just have fun, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And if you're not having a good time, then go home. You know?
Totally. Play hard and tweet hard, my friends.
Yeah.
Electric Touch, thank you so much for being here. You can check them out on Twitter at Electric Touch. We'll be back with more live from South by Southwest. Remember, go to samsung.com/howolympic.are. Be some of the first people to be part of the Samsung Olympic Genome Project. See what Olympians you're connected to. YouTube.com/what's trending. We will be back with more in just a bit.